State your name, age and the date for the record, please.
Sam Sherman, 18, 26th of January 2018.
Are you at university?
No. Left school after my GCSEs. Figured there wasn't really anything else they could teach me. Did an apprenticeship for a while, but it didn't really work out. I work at Morrison's now at North Road. Been there about 5-6 months.
Who do you live with?
My sister. She's 23. Works as a hairstylist at the Scissor Shack. She helped me move out when I was 16. Didn't want me living alone with Mum. Parents split up when I was like 8. Dad basically abandoned us. He sent a card at Christmas for a few years, but after a while he just gave up. Stopped pretending to care. As for Mum, if you heard half the stuff she said, she'd be the one sat here now instead of me.
Does your mother live alone?
No. She's got a carer. Her name's Danny, I think. I've only met her once, just before I moved out. She's very, optimistic, if you get what I mean. She's good at her job, though. Well, at least I think she is. Mum's not dead yet, so...
Is it just you and your sister in the house?
Yeah, mostly. Jem sometimes brings back guys she's pulled, but it's usually a new face every week, so don't really get to know them that well.
Are there any that stand out?
There was this one who had the bluest eyes I've ever seen. Looking at them would make your fingers tingle and the hairs on your arms stand up. But when he looked at me, it was like he was really looking at me. Looking into me.
How long was he in the house?
A week, maybe 2. It was a while ago, September I think. And before you ask, I don't remember his name. I've asked my sister about him before, but she doesn't want to talk about him. She says I should just forget him.
But you haven't forgotten him?
No. I can't forget those eyes, even if I wanted to. He made me feel real.
When did you first notice something was wrong?
Right, yeah. The 22nd. That was Monday, right? It was 1:25. I remember that because I just put a pizza in the oven and I set a timer for 15 minutes. I turned around to get something from the fridge and that was when I heard the noise. Like a sound of moaning.
Moaning?
Yeah, but not like a person moaning. It was like the pipes were. This is going to sound really weird, but it's like the pipes were complaining. I thought the drains might be blocked, so I turned on the water and everything was fine. I told my sister and she said if I heard it again, she'd call the plumber. We didn't think anything of it until Wednesday.
What happened on Wednesday?
So, Jem was with her friends in town and I was at home on my own. I was in the living room, settling down to watch Breakfast Club, when I heard it again.
The pipes moaning?
Yeah, except there was another sound. Like a sort of scratching sound. like someone's scraping rust off. And it was getting louder and it was getting closer up the sink, crawling up. And then it stopped. And I know I shouldn't have looked. My mind was telling me to turn around and run away, but I couldn't help myself. I couldn't stop myself from leaning over the sink and looking down the drain. I didn't see anything. It was pitch black. But I heard tapping.
So there was nothing in the drain?
Right, yeah. There is something down there. When the tapping began, I saw it. I saw this finger emerge from the drain pipe, peeking out like it was looking around. It reminded me of an animal caught in a cage. It was looking for me, trying to catch my scent. And when it finally locked on, it got all still, tense. And then 3 more fingers emerged, crawling up out of the drain pipe and onto the sink. There was a whole hand looking for me. It was then that I noticed 2 things why I left the house on Wednesday. Why I'm here. Firstly, that the tapping was still going. It hadn't stopped. Just tap, 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 tap. Meaning that there must be more fingers or even another hand. And secondly, all the fingers had on this dark red, almost black nail polish. They looked just like Mum's. They were Mum's fingers. I know it. And when I realised that, I turned and ran out the house as fast as I could and kept running. Thank God I grabbed my jacket or I would have frozen to death. I just knew I had to leave and couldn't go back. I can't go back.
Why did you sleep that night?
I didn't really. Just walked. In the end I found a bus stop. So I sat down to rest my legs and closed my eyes for a minute. I guess I must have went to sleep because it was morning when I opened them again.
Did you tell your sister what happened?
No. I haven't told anyone apart from you lot, obviously. I don't think I will. I don't think I can. It just all sounds so impossible. I don't even have any proof that it happened. But I know it did. She was looking for me.
Are you sure that the nail polish is your mother's?
Yeah, she had it all the time, ever since Dad left. She'd put it on, leave it for a few weeks, and then go crazy trying to get it off as quickly as possible. Sometimes biting or ripping her nails.
Is your mother ill?
Like, mentally? Yeah, I guess. I don't really know the details. She has these episodes, attacks, whenever she's reminded of Dad, which happened a lot around me.
Why is that?
Apparently I look like him when he was my age. Or at least I remind her of him. That's what made her so difficult to live with. Just the constant fucking crying. Almost every day, lashing out, crying, apologising, crying. It's just too much to take.
Where will you be staying if not your sister or mother's house?
With my friend Menna. She said I could stay for another week, so I guess I will do that. After that, I'm gonna go somewhere new. Somewhere I feel safe. Anyway, thanks for letting me ramble. You'll let me know if you find anything, right?
We'll send a team out to inspect the sick.
Thanks. And try not to scare Jem too much.